What's up, people? My name is Justin. I hope you're excited because this is a video that I wanted to look for when I was on YouTube. How to record Fraps or screen recorder with FL Studio or any other DAW with ASIO. So assuming that you guys want to record with ASIO, I'm guessing you want to use a microphone and therefore you have an audio interface. But if you do not have an audio interface and you just want to use ASIO to screen capture your beat video on your FL and like no voiceovers and stuff like that, I got you. Alright, without further ado, let me go ahead and show you what you guys need. Alright, first of all, when we're talking about screen recording, we're going to want an external hard drive. That's to get better frames, so to say, because you don't want to write and read in the same hard drive. Well, technically it's on there. So just get yourself an external. Of course, it's not needed, but just if you want better quality frame rate and stuff like that, get that. Alright, on to the actual things. Assuming you guys have an audio interface, we will need at least 2 inputs and of course the headphone jack. Why? Because what we're actually doing is routing the input from the output. So how do we do this? How do we get the output into the input? It sounds confusing, but it all makes sense. That comes to our second thing. You would need a 1.4 jack to 1.4 jack. Basically a 4 jack. So that way you could plug it into your audio interface. I'll go over the things afterwards. And if you want headphones, that way you can hear yourself. But you will also need a microphone, of course, with the XLR. You can also use a USB, but I'll get into that into other alternatives if you don't have an interface. Damn, look at that zoom though. Okay. That's basically it if you have an audio interface. But if you do not, you can always use a 1.4 jack. Or, I'm sorry, not 1.4. A 1/8 to 1/8, male. And here's the cool thing. Use your computer. So you got the computer, microphone, input, output, as well as the other ports in the back, which I'll go to afterwards because it's kind of hard to see. Okay. Now you've seen what it was, what to use, let me go ahead and run the whole progress to you. Run the whole thing. Yeah. So, let's go ahead and set this up for ourselves. Like I said, I want to have the input getting from the output. So what I'm going to do, goodbye, I'll actually plug this in the back, even though it has its drawback. Back. So, we're gonna want to get the input from the output. Okay, so the input move in the output. You don't need phantom power for this, but you will if you have a microphone that needs it. So yeah, if you don't get any signal, it's because this thing's not even up. So when we get into the program, I'm going to be adjusting this to make it as equal as the master is, because this thing could go way past 100 for you guys if you already know. So make sure at least it has volume as well as the gain on this knob too. We are going to adjust this. We are going to adjust this basically when we're into the program. One more thing. The only thing you have to be wary about is the fact that we plug the headphone in the back in the one of the ports. The thing about it is that this is only one side and this is only the other side. Technically you can hear them from both, but if you pan to one side, then that's when the effect will come. Because what this one is doing, let's say this is the left one, I'm not sure if it's left or right. This will actually play through both of your ears, but if you pan a sound to the right, and this is the left, it will become mute. It will start going mute on your headphones, because this is both on the left side, aka it's mono for the left. Now I have to hook my microphone up. This is just easy work for you guys. I mean, I don't really have to ding this down for you. Plug it in, plug it in. Make sure you're not using your speakers, your monitors, because of course feedback, and we don't want that. Alright, when it's ready, go ahead and hit it on. And I'm going to go ahead and start the application, the Fraps, basically the screen capture. Hopefully this doesn't screw up on me. If it does, then shoot. Alright, thank gosh I saved the project just now, because the video was actually messed up because I altered something while I was recording with the video, so that corrupted it. So, just a good thing. Do not modify anything within Fraps once you're recording. Alright, so I'm going to start up Fraps again, if I can even find it. Boom, yes. Alright, let me just make the settings right first before I do anything. Alright, 2, 3, alright. So let me go ahead and record, and now you will see me recording. Alright, so in Fraps, sorry about that. In Fraps, the system preference stuff, we have to make sure this is off, record Windows 7 sound, and record external input. Now, with external input, you could record your microphone as well as play FL Studio, but it will not be ASIO, it will be your direct sound drive, which could be the whole interface itself, but it won't allow inputs to be recorded, as well as it might not be played consistent without any fails, such as like buffers and all that crap, as well as it going slow. Now, my quality of the video is set to half size. That is because I don't have a good enough graphics card, as well as I'm not sure. I think I do have a good processor, but I do not have a good graphics card, so I have to keep it half size in order to keep the 30 frames per second, if it even shows up. Yeah, right here in this bottom right corner you can see it. Technically right now you are listening to me through the camera, and that is because I do not have the audio set up. So I'm going to go back into this ASIO project. Hopefully, let me go ahead and load this now. Alright. And I'm going to turn off my speakers because I do not want feedback with my microphone. Like I said, I'm going to open up this. Okay. Alright, I'm hitting on my phantom power to turn on my mic. So, now you cannot hear me still, but I can hear myself through the headphones. I'm going to raise up the headphones, and I'm going to show you what we have to do. Yes, we're using Edison. Let me go over this because I didn't do it right the other time. First of all, look at your max. This is max recording time. I set mine to 909. Oh, not 900. I set mine to 99. There's another option that says minus, which I'm guessing would be like infinity, but I don't want to trust it. I haven't trusted myself. I haven't tried it myself. I don't think there would really be a risk. I guess I'll try it and let you know, but actually no, I'm not, because I know I'm not going to record over 1 hour and 39 minutes or however 99 minutes is. But if it does, go ahead and comment, let me know. If I do, I'll just let you I'll just write it here to see if it does, yes or no. But yes, you're still hearing me through the camera. And what we're doing is we are going to record through Edison. That will be our audio side of the file. The video is just Fraps. Fraps does not hold the audio. Edison will. So, let's show you how this happens. First of all, I'm going to delete all this crap because that was the last session. We have to make sure it's on input. It could be on any of these, but on input would be the best if you are recording. That way, while you're talking, it records and such. Okay. One last thing about Edison before I shut up about it. This takes up a lot of RAM, so be wary that you have a lot of RAM. That way, no flaws, nothing bad will happen to it. Okay, so max 99 on input. This is where we put in the route. We're routing it to a channel I'm putting it as routing 99 because it's all the way in the back, and we have to turn the master off because we are recording from the master into the input, as you've seen as the in the audio interface. So from the input, we put our input to what it is. Mine is Scarlett USB 2, and that is right. So when I talk into the microphone, you see it in the vocals. That's because it said it. But Fraps has a little bit of delay. That's because when I talk, it goes into the master, then it goes into the output, and back into the in. So there is a delay. But when you're using Fraps, when you're editing it, it's all 100%. One last thing to notice is the levels of the input, basically. Compare it with the master. The master hits about 0. Like, look at the consistent, basically. Let me go ahead and just play this pattern real quick. Oh, I didn't. Where's the pattern? Oh, that's right. I just made some BS pattern, by the way. This is not set at 100. So what I'm going to do is raise the input here. To make it match up the masters. So let me just put on the hats. So I'm making sure this is about the same as the master, if not the same. So just barely a little bit. Yeah, it doesn't have to be all the way the same, but for the best use, we want to keep it around the same level. It can always be adjusted in the end. Okay, let me go ahead and put that back to Route 99. Hold Alt, press left. You can press Alt and arrows to move, but yeah. Okay, make sure the input's on the line. There's no output, and it's not going into the master. Technically, we cannot hear what is going into here, but we do know what it is. You can always set output to like something else, so if you have another output, you can set it and you can just have it in your ear. That way you know what's going on just in case, but you don't really have to, because we already know what's happening. Okay, so how do we record this audio? Simply enough, just hit record and bam! You hear me right here inside of this microphone. If I tap it, you hear me. So, how is this happening? How do you hear me through ASIO? What we're doing, we're recording in Edison, and we're going to actually edit this in the video editing program afterwards. So, just to show you some, power, ASIO, whatnot, the waveform is consistent as I'm running through 30 frames per second. Sorry about the quality. Once again, it is on half. So even though you could read what is being said, you can't really get that clear high definition of it. I believe it's running 920 by 580 dimension wise. But if you do get a better graphics card, or if you do have a graphics card, it'll be better for you. Okay, so what we hear right now is me talking through the microphone, actually in 2, so let me go ahead and turn off 1. Okay, on 1, which is a regular microphone, let me go ahead and turn this one off. Wow. I gotta wait for it to load. Okay, as you just heard, it kind of just stopped, but that's the way it's supposed to be. Okay. When you do like install not install, but insert like VSTs and stuff like that, if it loads, Edison will pause like how it does regularly, and it'll keep recording though, as long as the input is still on. All right, microphone going into the master. My master is going into the interface, going to the out, and then out going into the in, and then the in going into FL Studio itself, into Edison, preferably, and it is recording. So that's all to it. So we are basically not recording the audio in Fraps. Yeah. Actually, we are not recording the audio in Fraps. That's the trick to it. We have to think outside the box. So yeah, enough of blabbering. This was just some BS I made. So notice the waveform, everything's just fluid because I'm still running 30 FPS. Now, along with this, we can actually add effects to our voice if we want to mess around with it, and so on. So let me go ahead and give you a little auto-tune, just to, you know. Wow! Woo! I should have ran the limiter over it. Whatever. Actually, not whatever. Let me just do this. Save preset, drag it to mic. And now you hear me. Woo! Wow! 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 What else could I do? Let me just go ahead and do some other crap. Maybe a phaser. Phaser on my vocals. You can hear it in a phasing way. Okay, I guess you get the point. So let me go ahead and turn this off. All right. So now I'm going to stop this recording, and you will hear me inside of the camera. So let me go ahead and fix myself up. All right, so I'm going to stop it right now. One last play. Okay, so what we are going to do is stop the recording. Stopped. I don't have to talk into the microphone anymore, so I'll just turn that off. And I can take off my headphone. And since we're at it, let me go ahead and put on the speaker to show you that we have this recorded audio and blah, blah, blah. So in this, let's go ahead and route it to the master again. Alright, I'm back. Stupid camera always cuts off on me. Okay, so now we could just go ahead and go here, hit play. You hear me right here inside of this microphone if I tap it. So, there you go. Everything we recorded just now basically is there. So let's go ahead and hit save. I'm going to save it into my computer, screen caps, audio, and I'm going to name this ASIO screen cap Fraps. There we go. Last but not least, I'm going to go ahead and close FL Studio. Yeah, why not? And hit up Fraps. And I'm going to turn off the capture right now. Okay, now we just have to get the video and the audio and go into our audio editing program. I'm going to use Fraps while recording this so you could see me edit the video of me recording on the camera. So yeah, it's going to be like a little, what's that thing called? Paradox, or yeah, it's going to be a little paradox here. So, should I? Yeah. I'm going to hit record again. So you see my computer screen. I'm going to go, I'm going to go into the computer. Make sure the video is played. Hopefully, which is this one? 317 at 12 minutes, 2.93. Whatever. Just to you know, show you guys. I'm gonna name this Fraps Test ASIO. Select the desktop. I'm gonna make it a new folder. Name it Fraps ASIO. Fraps ASIO, select ASIO once again. I don't have to worry about the sequence setting because when I drag it in there into the playlist, it'll be like, oh, you want to automatically change it? And I'll be like, yeah. So let me go ahead and do that. Oh, you want to automatically change it? Yeah. So we got the video. Now we need to go into the audio where we saved it, which is this one. Now we just have to synchronize. Oh, well, we gotta drag this down in here. But now we have to synchronize this audio to the video. Blah blah blah. So I'm going to look for the time I hit record in the video. So let's go ahead and I'm trying to make it better for me, but it's not working. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and scroll, keep scrolling until I find where I hit record. Okay, I hit record here. Here we go. Let's find the exact second where I hit record. Matter of fact, maybe I should stop this. Nah, forget it. I'm gonna just, cause actually the audio's playing through the camera, so yeah. So I'm looking for the exact time I hit record. I'm going to drag it there. I'm going to go to audio time units just to be precise in the exact location where I hit record. So the second we see that red, there we go, the red record on, there we go. I almost missed it. What the f? Damn it. Oh, actually, no, I can't even control Z. Alright, I'm back here again. Let's go back. Precise. Oh. There we go. Hopefully I don't screw anything up. There we go. So now it should be synchronized. Bam. You hear me right here inside of this microphone. If I tap it, there we go. So it is audio, it is synchronized. However, remember we did have a delay in the Edison, so what we do might be a little bit off, so we have to tweak it. I'm gonna go ahead and save this because I do have to, everything's gonna be exported in the end basically. So let me go ahead and hit stop on Fraps, which is 3. I'm gonna have to drag that video and this video. Now I gotta think about everything about it, how to add it up and this and that, and that's gonna be a lot of work. But there you go. I know I did say I'm going to do it the other way with the 1/8 jack, the little ones, but I believe that if you do understand what we're going through, just go ahead and plug it to the computer and figure it out. If not, if you guys don't have the audio interface and you don't have what we have and you just want to do it this way, be sure to just comment, let me know, and I'll go ahead and make a quicker video on that. And yeah, please guys, like, favorite, subscribe, let me know what's up, comment, tell me what you think. Hopefully this helps you guys out. And yeah, my name is Justin. Twitter at OMOI1993 if you want to follow me. Check me out. I make music. I mix and master music if you guys need any service for that. I'm going to make a lot of beats and stuff like that. I got more channels, but I haven't really started on it. And yeah, enough talking. Go ahead and whip yourself some audio and this and that. And yeah, have a good one, guys. Or what else am I supposed to say? I don't even know.